Come on. Shucks. Get it. You know, I was real lucky the other night. Got a chance to go check out Ray Charles. Man, he still got it. Goodness. Ha! Every Saturday night, about sundown, country people and whites coming from miles around. And they drinking corn liquor from a Mason fruit jar. And that old man that took it, that frisbee guitar. Yeah, big feet and barbecue. Yeah, catfish and homemade. I love them butter beans and chili and stew every Saturday night, y'all.
Lyra?
Come on,
Gut so.
listen. Here's Saturday night. Put on clothes, get so dressed up, ready to go out the door.